What's up? So today we are going to walk you through our daily routine while we are not traveling to the resorts or the local islands, and while we're doing that we are going to inform you about 10 things to know before visiting the Maldives. So let's jump right in. Number 1, the Imagu Health Declaration form. It is required that all travelers traveling into Maldives has to submit an online health declaration form. You can find the link of this form in the description below. It is also vice versa that you have to submit this form 24 hours before departing the Maldives.
Hey guys, we are on our way for some breakfast. This is the Maldives beach. So let's talk about visas entering Maldives. You'll be granted a 30-day tourist visa for all nationalities upon arrival in Maldives. This can be extended for additional 60 days, so that gives you 3 months on an extended tourist visa in Maldives. Let's go check out some local breakfast. Yay! And tell you guys what's up next.
We've just arrived at the restaurant. We are gonna have a quick breakfast at our favorite restaurant in Maldives. We come here on our off days when we are not traveling, and the reason why we absolutely love this restaurant is because just look at this view, and it also offers Maldivian style breakfast. As mentioned in our previous YouTube video, we love the Maldivian style breakfast called Masuni Roshi, and we are excited to show you guys eventually what it is and what is inside. So let's check it out. Okay guys, that brings us to number 3, the food that we can get
Oh, thank you, bro.
in Maldives. So this is it guys. When you go to the local restaurants, you can find Maldivian style foods, but you can also find other cuisines like Indian and also Western style foods like burgers. And under the resorts you can find a variety of different foods. That is a different experience, and you can get any type of food there. So let's dig in.
So we just finished our breakfast at one of our local favorite restaurants. The Masuni Roshi worked us out a total of 80 rupiah, that's around $5, which brings us to tip number 4. Most restaurants add additional 10% tax fee and 6% service fee. So make sure you don't add additional tip fee when it's already included in the bill. We'll be going to exchange some US dollars for rupiah next and tell you guys about that.
We've just exchanged our dollars to rupiah. Me and George both get paid in dollars, so it just works out easier. If we take our dollars and we exchange it into rupiah, we just get way more out of it. So that brings me to tip number 5. What is the currency and how does the exchange rate work? The currency that is used in Maldives is called rupiah, and you can also pay in dollars. But it is suggested that if you get at the airport, you can exchange your dollars for rupiah. But personally, I feel that if you arrive, you should come to one of the local islands because you get way more out. For $1, you get 17.5 at the local islands like Maldives and Male, whereas at the airport you only get 15 or 16 rupiah per dollar. So that is a good tip for you guys. Let's see what's coming up next.
So number 6, let's talk about weather in Maldives. Maldives is located in close proximity of the equator, which gives you warm weather all year around, between 26 to 30 degrees Celsius. And in March to April will be the warmest time of the year, also one of my favorites. You'll have calm winds and very glassy water. So tip number 7, is alcohol allowed in Maldives? On local islands, alcohol is not allowed. However, right behind me is a few safari boats where you'll be able to find a bar boat where you can call them to pick you up. The boat's anchored close to shore and you can enjoy a few beers, around $6 to $9 for a beer, or you're looking at $100 for a bottle of vodka, rum, whiskey. On resort islands, alcohol is freely allowed, so you can drink wherever and whatever you want. Most resorts have an all-inclusive package, so it will work you out much cheaper.
Tip number 8. Let's talk about dress code in the Maldives. There are different guidelines depending on whether you are visiting a local island or a resort. Firstly, at the resorts, all visitors spend most of their day in their swimwear. However, it is required to cover up when visiting either the restaurant or public areas such as the reception. Secondly, a more modest form of dress code is required when visiting local islands or the capital, Malé. There are several local islands that offer a bikini beach where you are allowed to wear your swimwear. However, not all local islands do offer access to a bikini beach, so make sure you do your research before visiting a local island. Lastly, a tip for all female visitors, just make sure you don't wear clothing that is too revealing.
So once we first arrived in Maldives, it was difficult for us finding our way to local islands. So this is why we bring you to tip number 9, transport between islands. Firstly, you have the local ferry. That is a slow boat, Donis. Takes you around 3 to 4 hours to nearby local islands. Then that's a lot cheaper than all the other options. It's around $5. Secondly, you have speedboat transfers, which will be around $20, and it will take you about an hour and a half to nearby local islands. And thirdly, you have the transfer by seaplane or daily scheduled flights. That is your most expensive option, but the most beautiful, seeing the view from above. And most of your resorts, local island guest houses or hotels will provide you with more information and schedule your arrival and departure trips from the airport.
That brings us to our last tip for today, tip number 10. The working hours and the times that shops will be open in the Maldives. In Maldives, the working week starts from Sunday until Thursday, which means on Friday everything is closed until 2 p.m. Also, the working hours during the week is from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. However, this is interrupted by prayer breaks. These prayer breaks are at 12 p.m., 3:30 p.m., 5:30 p.m. and also 7 p.m. So make sure to note that shops will be closed during these hours. That is all from us. We hope you enjoyed 10 things to know before visiting the Maldives. Bye!